Now, in 2022, it is very apparent that brands and companies are moving towards short form content. This is very obvious in TikTok. This is very obvious with new Instagram Reels. And even YouTube is taking a stab at it with YouTube Shorts. But I still think in 2022, there is a good need for still photographers. So in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some of the most important things you could do to becoming a more successful brand photographer. YouTube, what is going on? My name is Kyle, and I'm a professional photographer based out of Seattle, Washington. I mostly shoot brands and also product photography. And in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and run down the 5 most important things I think you should know to becoming a much more successful brand and product photographer. So if you guys are ready, let's get into the video. Now, my first tip, and it might be the most important one, is that you should have a strong portfolio to back the companies that you want to work for. Now, what does this mean? If you want to work for companies such as REI, Columbia, Patagonia, the North Face, any company that represents outdoors brands, you should have outdoor brand shots in your portfolio. When it's time to come and send your portfolio to these companies, you have a much better chance of getting a deal with them as opposed to somebody who doesn't have those shots in their portfolio. So tip number 1, to have a strong portfolio to represent the companies that you want to work for. Now, tip number 2 piggybacks off tip number 1, and it's that you should have lifestyle shots within your portfolio. Nowadays, lifestyle shots are key to brands because not only is it a simple product photography shot, it is a storytelling image. It'll help tell the story of how that product was made. It'll tell the story about how that product is being used in real world situations. And companies love to see that nowadays because anybody can just take a simple shot of a product up against a white wall or a marble backdrop and call that a product shot. But it takes a real skilled photographer to tell the story with a still image. So on top of having a strong portfolio, you should also have lifestyle shots within your portfolio. Now, tip number 3 is that you should have a media kit ready to go to show brands or to show future clients. And if you don't know what a media kit is, it's a super simple PDF file that you can make on an app called Canva. And all it is a PDF file that you are going to attach to an email or to your resume. And it's going to have a couple paragraphs describing you as a photographer. It's going to have a handful of images to go along with the text. And it also includes the services that you offer as a photographer. You can even put in your pricing breakdown sheet if you want to share that from the get-go. But media kits are super important nowadays because essentially what it is a title cover to your resume, and it'll help your resume stand out from the competitors. So tip number 3, build the media kit. It doesn't take that long. It took me about an hour to make on Canva. It's super simple, and it's a great way to improve your photography business. Now, tip number 4 is, and not a lot of people are going to want to hear this one, but you're going to have to offer your services for free. So in the beginning, I did about 5 months worth of free service, and that was in exchange for the company's products. And in the beginning, I didn't want to do this, but I knew in the end that it was going to pay off immensely, and it did, because after those 5 months, I had a whole portfolio of dozens of products that I could show other companies that would pay me for my services. So in the beginning, don't expect to be getting paid work right off the bat. Do some work for free because it's going to immensely help you in the back end. Now, the very last tip I have for you guys is to not be afraid of rejection. You're going to get rejected a lot in this industry, and this just comes with the territory. In the beginning, I might have reached out to over 100 brands, and of those 100 brands, I might have heard back from 20 of them. And even of those 20, I might have only gotten paid work from 7 to 10 of them. So there really is just a numbers game. So the more you put yourself out there, the more emails you send, the more phone calls you make, the better your chances are of getting paid work. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, you can't be afraid to get rejected. It's just going to happen. You just got to learn to deal with it. It isn't always you. Sometimes the company just isn't looking for a photographer at the time, or maybe they just already have a photographer on retainer. But there are companies out there that are willing to pay you. You just have to go out and find them. Now, to run back those tips real quickly, it is to have a strong portfolio, have lifestyle shots in that portfolio, build yourself a media kit, don't be afraid to give out free work, and don't be afraid to get rejected. All right, guys, that's it. That's the video. I appreciate you guys watching. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you liked about it. Let me know what you didn't like about it. If you guys enjoyed it, consider subscribing to the channel. I'll have more videos like this coming along the way soon. But until then, we'll see you guys in the next one.